Gemini, I have not forgotten you. It has been an awfully long day. I am coming to you, Gemini, with your reading. Okay, we are going to be taking a look at what you need to know at this time, Gemini. Please be reminded that not every message will be for you, Gemini. Only take the messages that resonate for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, today has been one of those days. I feel like I need a massage. I feel like I need TLC. Okay, I feel like I need a holiday. All in one right now, but I'm feeling good. Okay, let's see. Gemini, thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, commented and subscribed to the channel. I very much appreciate you being here. Let's get straight into this. What does Gemini need to know? Spirit, please guide and protect me as I channel the messages that Gemini needs to hear at this time. What does Gemini need to know at this time, please, Spirit? Thank you. Tell me about Gemini, please. Tell me about the sign of Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Some of you need to have a good laugh. Some of you could have been taking life too seriously more recently. Okay. We've got love. I commit to the practice of seeing all of the good in all things. I feel like for a lot of you, grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Some of you could have gone through some sort of loss that has put something into perspective for you, Gemini. I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be experiencing a connection with somebody. Now, this does not need to be romantic, okay? This will kind of spark up emotive feelings, but it could just be that you are going to be coming into contact with a new friend, somebody who you're going to feel very connected to. Okay, this is going to be a connection that is going to be very light-hearted. This could be a connection where you're going to feel comfortable, you're going to be laughing, you're going to be, enjoying good times with this person. If you've been going through a hard time, if you've been, in a period of your life previously to this, meeting this individual, I feel like this is a person who is going to bring out your happy side all over again. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. You, maybe some of you need to have fun. Maybe some of you need to laugh. Some of you could have been sticking to the script a little bit too much. All work and no play. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I get a very stern-like energy that may have been coming from you here, Gemini, more recently. And I get a sense that maybe it's time you loosen a bit. Maybe it's time you have some fun. And I feel like you may be coming into contact with somebody who's going to allow you to do this, okay? Okay, let's see. Got the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. Some of you may have just been working really hard. Some of you could have been very stringently focused on something specific in your life, and it's time to breathe some sort of new energy into your experience here. Okay, messages for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know at this time? We've got the Temperance energy and the Ace of Swords. Page of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with another Gemini, a Libra or an Aquarius. The Hierophant came out. Messages for Gemini. Page of Coins. The Hierophant. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Page of Coins. Cards, please. Messages for Gemini. Page of Cups. Four of Swords. Interesting. Chariot card, 8 of Wands, 8 of Coins. Some of you could have an Aries in your energy. We have an Emperor here. This could be a divine masculine energy, divine feminine, doesn't have to be. Gemini, I feel like in the past you were infatuated or obsessed about an outcome of some kind. You could have really wanted something to go in your favor. For some of you, there was a waiting period involved and something that you were trying to manifest or come together, or you wanted to come together with somebody. This could have been with a Capricorn or a Scorpio or an Aries. There's something that you were trying to work on, but I feel like you could have dealt with a very stubborn person, somebody who didn't really want to meet you halfway. I feel like this has caused you in the more recent past, if not now, okay, wherever you are in the timeline, to kind of avert your focus to self. A lot of you with the 8 of Coins, you are working on something specific. This could be a new project, you know, some sort of new goal. And I get you very much focused because we do have that discipline card. You could find that you are spending a lot of time at work. You could be spending a lot of time on working on this goal, whatever this is. But I feel like the ammunition that you're using towards this goal is due to something not coming into balance with a relationship in the past. I feel like you have gained a lot of forward movement through whatever this is. A lot of you could find that you're very much progressing in your career, or you will be, okay? But it's due to you really putting some sort of hard work and dedication into something specific to do with your work. Now, for some of you, this could just be your work on yourself, okay? You could have been working towards some sort of goal to do with yourself, okay? I'm hearing health. With the 4 of Swords, there's something that you have gone away from in order to recoup from or heal from. Some of you could have got over some sort of illness, okay? I'm hearing a cold. 2 of Coins, Knight of Wands. Behind the scenes, you could have dealt with somebody who was very in and out with you, kind of an inconsistent energy. This person may have not been the most grounded person. This person could have been juggling, going back and forth between a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, which could be you. With the 7 of Cups, this is a person who definitely was keeping their options open, okay? And with the 9 of Wands, this caused you to feel insecure and possibly hold back from somebody when you realize that somebody was not reciprocating, when you realized that somebody may have been disingenuous, hurting you, and you know, not fighting for a connection or for something to come together. There was something about something being unrequited and you maybe being more invested in an individual than the other person, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius here, Gemini. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign or a Taurus. I feel like you're experiencing a lot of balance in your life. A lot of you could be very much in a very zen and peaceful energy at this time, okay? A lot of you could be experiencing some amount of calm, okay? A lot of you could be very isolated at this time as well, okay? And it could be that, you know, you've quietened down outside noise, outside influences in order to really home in on what you want in your surroundings and what you want to be achieving at this time. I do see a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. You're seeing clearly due to being in this stance of being very zen, very much balanced, very focused. Something's coming into balance for you, Gemini. And I feel like, you know, as a result of this, there's some sort of breakthrough here. You've sifted through some sort of fog. If there was any unclear vibes going on with you and another person, I feel like you've segregated yourself. Segregated is quite a strong word. You've isolated yourself from a specific person in order to rebalance yourself. And I feel like you're experiencing a lot of peace and success from doing this, okay? Almost like you need to step out of that energy is what I feel called to say. And do you remember how I said about the humor, the love? There could be an opportunity coming in where you're going to be presented with an opportunity where you're going to be able to step out of that, you know, lone wolf energy, isolation. There's an opportunity for you to now step out into something that is safe and something where you're going to be able to let your hair down a little bit, masculine or feminine, okay? You've been very much disciplined. A lot of you could be meditating. A lot of you could be, you know, listening to affirmations, doing things that really bring your mind into balance. I'm getting a lot of healing energy, okay? And with the Ace of Swords, there's a certain amount of mental clarity that you're experiencing now. Some of you could be getting a lot of intuitive hits, or you're getting a lot of creative ideas. You know, you feel like you're passionate. You have a lot that is going on in your mind that you want to execute, is what I'm getting. I feel like this is making this energy that you're in, I feel like this is making somebody want to come towards you here, Gemini. This person could definitely have distanced themselves from you in the past. And whatever this is as you kind of step into this temperance energy of being very calm, very balanced, you know, you're very internal, you're very much thinking about yourself. A lot of you could be eating different foods as well. I'm getting some of you could have adopted a more green diet, or you may have turned vegan, or you may be vegetarian. I get some sort of energy of you cleaning up your diet, okay? Very specific, drinking more water as well. And that is directly helping you to step into this clarity, okay? Sometimes energy is what we ingest. It could be what we watch, who we're around, what we eat, what we're drinking, what we see, you know, very much our environment, okay? It's a holistic approach. And I'm talking to a Gemini who is now adopting some sort of holistic approach to their healing. You're eating better, okay? As a result of that, it has a knock-on effect on the way you feel mentally clear. You could wake up in the mornings and have a lot of ideas, a lot of, you know, passion towards things that you're embarking on. And you're coming into balance because you are looking at your healing in a very holistic approach. You're looking at what you're doing, who you're with, what you're around, what is in your home, what is around you, your space, okay? And all of these, who you have around you, who you speak to, what you watch, what you read, what you listen to in terms of your music. I feel like this is the approach that you're taking to life at this time, Gemini. And because this is the case, a lot of clarity is coming to you. And if that is not, then this could be advice to maybe do those things in order for you to clear some sort of haze from what you may have dealt with in the past. I feel like there's somebody here who may have distanced themselves from you in the past, Gemini. This is a person who, as you become more zen, more peaceful, more, you know, coming into your own, more meditative, you know, I feel like you're cleaning up your life, okay? I feel like you're healing. As you step into this energy, ironically, somebody else is kind of getting unsettled with the Three of Wands in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the reverse talks about somebody who's impatient sometimes. It could talk about impatience, you know, somebody not wanting to wait anymore, distance being closed, that type of thing. And I feel like maybe somebody who distanced themselves in the past is feeling unsettled due to your energy at this time. With the Page of Coins, you could have an offer that's coming in that's going to be presented to you, okay? For some of you, this is somebody wanting to gift you something, okay? Somebody's definitely watching you. This person's spying, because we do have the Page of Swords. And what they're seeing is you being very fulfilled, okay? Whether you feel this or not, this person views you, okay? Take that as that resonates. Whether or not you feel it in yourself, okay? You look really good right now with the Nine of Cups. You look like you're very fulfilled. You look like you're content. You look like you're very good in your own energy. Now, the Nine of Cups talks about a very self-fulfilled energy. It talks about self. It talks about the individual being fulfilled, okay? It talks about solo energy. And in terms of the Nine of Cups, it talks about, you know, self-indulgence sometimes. It talks about being very self-preserved. It talks about working on self and being content in doing so, okay? Looking out for yourself. And that's what I get from the Temperance energy, okay? A lot of you could be in a very content energy due to you taking a very holistic approach at healing and looking at life at this time, Gemini. Somebody's watching you, okay? Somebody's watching you step into this energy, okay? And they're watching you elevate, okay? With the Hierophant card and the Page of Cups, this is causing them to kind of soften. If this person was stubborn in the past, I did get a stubborn energy there at the back of the deck. If this person was unwilling to budge, this person's softening, and they're showing up as pages here, okay? There could be an age difference, and I definitely get a difference in terms of how evolved you are in your energy. Hierophant energy is very high ranking type of energy. The Hierophant is very much a wise energy. The Hierophant has a good moral compass. The Hierophant is experienced, possibly well-traveled, somebody who has experience behind them, okay? Somebody who has a very firm stance towards what they believe in, and it can be quite a traditional person, and this could be the energy that you're stepping into, okay? They're watching you elevate. This is what this person's seeing. And with the Page of Cups, this person is warming to you or coming towards you, okay? I don't know what happened in the past, but we're going to clarify here to see who this is. 5 of Cups. Somebody could regret or have some sort of guilt. Temperance energy. Tell me about this Temperance energy here. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you're shifting your perspective on what peace looks like, on what your environment looks like. Again, there's that holistic approach to things. Maybe before you viewed healing as very singular. You could have viewed healing as, okay, you meditate for a bit and that's it. Maybe before you took an approach to life where, you know, if you are going for a walk every so often, then that's good enough, okay? But you're combining things. I get a mixture of things here. There's lots. You see with this Temperance card, this depiction, there's lots of hands here, okay? And, you know, all of those hands have something different, and it's holistic. It all creates the peace. It all creates the entire being. And I get a sense that you are feeling more whole because you're tackling each strand of your being in a different way in order to adopt a very holistic approach. And this is something that you didn't do in the past. This is something that you have changed and altered about you. And if there's anything that you've taken away from being solo in this single energy, it will be that this has benefited you in a very big way here. 3 of Wands in the reverse. The Star energy. This person views you in your glory. With the Star energy, this is a person who's viewing you do this healing. This is a person who's viewing you take this approach, adopt this approach to life. I feel like this person's perspective is shifting on you here, Gemini. If this person viewed you as somebody who may have seen something one-track minded, or may have been closed off to other principles, other ideas, doing things in a different way. This is a person who's viewing you very differently now, and it's due to how you are treating yourself and how you are approaching life in a very holistic approach. 2 of Wands. This person's trying to make a decision whether to come towards you here. King of Pentacles. This is a person who wants to show up very stable. This could be a person who wants to impress you. Somebody who wants to flash the cash, I'm getting. Somebody who wants to come in and maybe gift you something. Ace of Swords. The Sun. The clarity that you see is 2020 right now, Gemini. The Sun and the Ace of Swords. This is clear. This is crystal clear. This is crystal clear. You are doing something in your energy where you are creating clarity. There's clarity. There's an element of seeing things clearly, and it's due to what you are ingesting, how you are approaching life, what you are doing at this time. And you're definitely seeing results of this with the Star card. This is massive healing. Somebody's anxious. Page of Swords clarified. The 9 of Swords. As you're stepping into the 9 of Cups, it's contrasting energies because the 9s talk about very individual energy. And, you know, while you're here being fulfilled. You know, nines talk about very self-fulfilling energy, self-preserved energy. Somebody else is here watching you and it's making them feel anxious. This person stays up alone. Again, there's a singular energy. Nines talk about individuality, being alone. Okay, this person's spending a lot of time by themselves, anxious about what they're seeing. Your wish fulfillment, your fulfilled energy, your confidence, your healing is putting somebody else in some sort of anxiety here. Judgment card could be a Scorpio. I feel like this person realizes the more that you're healing, this person could feel like you're cold and detached. They could feel like the more you're healing and knowing your value and deciding, making decisive choices over, you know, what you want around you and what you don't, okay, as you move on and you transition into this new way of being with the Six of Swords, you become detached with the King of Swords. This is something that is making this person feel like they are more blocked off from your energy and less likely to have this chance with you to come in. This could be a person who you dealt with in the past with the Judgment card that wants some sort of redemption or opportunity to come back towards you, Gemini. Nine of Cups. Four of Wands. You are looking so good right now. You are stable. You could be seeing 111. 1. Repetitive numbers, number synchronicities. At this time, a lot of good things could be coming in for you. Again, there's an energy of you getting wishes fulfilled, and it starts with you. It starts internally, and I get an energy of the fact that this is being seen. The Fool card. You have a new beginning, and I feel like this new beginning is about yourself, okay? This new beginning is due to the fact that you are adopting a different approach to things here. The Hierophant and the Hierophant. Do you know how powerful this is? This is ultimate elevation 2 times here. Some of you could be some sort of spiritual guru. Some of you could be going to some sort of retreat, I'm hearing. Some of you could be taking some sort of sabbatical, taking a trip. I'm hearing Holy Land, Bethlehem, Nazareth. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Some of you could have really reformed your life in a way where you are giving it to the divine and you're giving it to the universe. Some of you could be doing some sort of work in the community. Some of you could be very much pillars of the community where you are doing some sort of work, charity work, I'm hearing. There's something about you really standing in that power of living your truth, living this reformed version of you. This is powerful energy here. Very specific, but very powerful. 3 of Swords, again, somebody is not having a good time internally. They're feeling some sort of way. They want to come in and manifest you because I feel like this person realizes that they have feelings for you here. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups. Who is this person? The Knight of Swords. This person could have made an impulsive move and distance. Remember how I said there was distance between the two of you, somebody who distanced from you. This person could have went towards something else here. The 8 of Pentacles. This person could have put work ahead of the connection. You could have felt that this person was a workaholic, didn't have time for love, didn't have time to open up to the connection. Now they're heartbroken. They're sitting in an energy of having some sort of outpour of emotion with the Queen of Cups. You know, they're in their feelings with the 3 of Swords. This person doesn't feel great at this time. But it took for you to step into this stance of focusing on self, elevating yourself, doing some sort of spiritual work on yourself, adopting this new way of being. This is like change of life energy. This is revolutionize the way you're living, the way you're showing up, the things you're doing. This is completely, you know, tearing up the paper and starting all over again. This is what this is. But it's working for you, Gemini. And you've got someone here who's reminiscing, somebody here who feels like they care about you, love you, the Empress. I'm telling you. Now this person wants to come in with this loving energy to manifest some sort of union. Okay? For some of you, you could be dealing with a same-sex relationship, but it doesn't have to be. For some of you, this person could have a choice and could be dealing with somebody else. Could be a baby mom, baby dad. Take it as it resonates. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, King and Queen of Cups is here, and the Queen of Pentacles. Who are all these queens? Empress, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. There's somebody who they need to release from their energy. Ten of Pentacles. The World card. There's something that needs to be over. This person has somebody else in their energy who they may be detaching from at this time. They know that they need to let something go in order to come towards you. This person could have chosen somebody else over you as well. This could be a person who they have children with, family with, roots with. You know, it could be that they left you and they went to start up some sort of relationship with another person. Person could be married as well with children. But they're realizing that, you know, maybe they were impulsive. What's going on in that commitment that they're dissatisfied in? Chariot card. Ace of Cups. They're thinking about their past, which I believe is you, Gemini. Five of Swords. They're thinking about how to come in and fight for some sort of connection with the Five of Swords. Just be careful of this person not doing something and only thinking about self. This person needs to close out something. Could be a Leo, a Scorpio here, a Cancer energy. Give me an outcome, please. Three cards for Gemini and 3 cards for this person that's showing up in Gemini's reading. They are heavily thinking about you. 3 cards for Gemini, please. The World. The 3 of Wands in the reverse. That same 3 of Wands. And the 6 of Swords. If you were waiting for somebody to return, very specific message. I feel like you're making peace with this and you're moving on. You're transitioning to something new in your life. With the World card, you see this as something that you have completed and closed out already. There was a time when you was waiting for this person and you grew impatient. And I feel like because you grew impatient of somebody being very stubborn, stuck in their ways, not giving the attention to the connection, you decided to work on self in a very, very big way. What's at the bottom of the deck? The 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You could have felt that this person was selfish, unrequited situation. You could have felt like you was giving more to a connection. And as a result of this, you stopped waiting for this person. Tell me about this person here. What will be this person's intentions, actions here? 1 more, 2 more. I would be very careful with this individual here, Gemini, with the King of Cups in the reverse. If this person was manipulative emotionally in the past, very specific message, I feel like this person is coming in very emotionally manipulative. This person has a lot going on in their world. With the 2 of Pentacles, this person is trying to let go of their burdens, okay? This person is very in and out still. They haven't changed. If this person was in and out, one says one thing, does another thing. 1 foot here, 1 foot there. Knight of Wands is in the reverse. This is a player energy. Somebody who could be promiscuous, sleep around. Somebody with a wandering eye. I feel like this person is burdened under some sort of responsibility that they're carrying in their personal life at this time. And with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, this is a person who does things for instant gratification and manipulates people with the King of Cups in the reverse in order to fulfill some sort of quick fix, if you like. You know, with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, this is something about them doing something in order to lighten the load of the burdens that they have of reality. This is a very childish individual who is emotionally avoidant, and this person does things, lives life on the wild side, I'm hearing, in order to fulfill some sort of something to make their burdens better. This is a person who does things, they get themselves into situations, and then they realize that I'm burdened, so now I got to do something in order to feel less burdened. But in turn, it's almost like they put themselves into situations, and what they're doing is they're just creating more karma for themselves and more burdens. You see the irony of it. With the Six of Wands in the reverse, this is a person who loves the attention of people. This could be an attention whore, somebody who sleeps around, somebody who likes to have their ego stroked. This is a person who likes to be in the spotlight, but not in a positive way. I'm hearing bad press, good press. It's all press is what I'm hearing. This is a person who likes publicity. They like exposure, whether that's negative or positive. And I would be very careful of going back into this. Excuse me. This is a person who you stopped waiting on. I feel like this became stale, okay? I feel like somebody here was not giving to a connection. And as a result of this, it's time for this to close out, Gemini. And I definitely see you transitioning here. Five of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Wands. You don't trust this person. Even if this person did come in with an offer, I feel like you will still choose to move forward with the Chariot card. I don't think you're interested in this offer, and they're coming up as a page. You know that this person has nothing to offer. I feel like this person triggers some sort of trust issue in you due to how they treated you in the past. And quite frankly, you're over the games with the Five of Swords in the reverse. You don't want to revisit this. Gemini, that is what I have for you. If you like how I read, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, Gemini, I will see you soon. You take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.